Hey y'all, it's your girl Gemini Jazz with House of Chiron, and we are back with another episode of Galactic Gossip. Welcome in, welcome back, all those good things. If you are new to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. You can go here or it might be up there. Go ahead and hit that so you will not miss a beat on anything that I share or update weekly or however. So, if you are returning to my channel, welcome back, welcome in. How was the very last week of January for you? We are now embarking on a new month of the new year. So, we are in month 2 and we have new energy to navigate. Okay. So, before we dive into this week's energy, just have a few quick announcements. As always, we have the Celestial City membership that is still open, and you can come in and get your Reiki. You can come in and get your monthly readings. You can get all of your documents and information to learn basic astrology. You can also receive like resources. Like I'm starting this month, we are going to be getting like new books and all that kind of stuff. So those books will be free, whereas you typically would have to buy those astrology or psychology kind of books. So anywho, that is that. If you are looking to join the membership with the rest of us and be part of the family, go ahead and hit the description box below, get that link and sign up. Also, what other announcements do I have? Oh, the yearly readings are still coming out. So I did not put them out for January because I went over all the energy for January in the monthly readings for January, but the year ahead readings are still coming out. They're coming out this week. So you can get all of the energy for this year for your signs, you know, sun, moon, and rising and all that good stuff. Y'all gotta excuse me, I've been under the weather. But yes, so you can get all of that information for the whole year of 2022. That information will be linked on my website. You can purchase it and then you will receive a secret link to the reading, and you can watch it as many times as you need to from that point on. So outside of that, the monthly readings will still be coming. So the February reading will still be there. Those will still be coming out for $10.10 per month for the rest of the year. The yearly readings are going for $16.99. So just a little under, you know, 20 bucks or whatever if you have the tax and whatnot. So I think that's all that I have. I can't really remember my announcements because I always do them like last minute. So if I have anything, I'll just double back at the end of this forecast. So let's just dive right on into this week's energy. We are embarking on the first week of February. And so we are going to be discussing the energy from January 30th or 31st or whatever, all the way through to February 5th. And starting off on February 1st, we have our new moon that happens at 12 degrees Aquarius. So an Aquarius new moon, right? And, you know, new moons are a time to set new intentions and kind of plan out the 6-month journey ahead. And so on this day, the moon is going to connect with the sun in Aquarius and create this wildly eccentric new moon. By the way, Mercury is still retrograde while I'm recording this, and you know, it affects me. I've said that many times because I'm a Gemini. I have a Gemini stellium, so Mercury always messes with me. Anywho, so this new moon in Aquarius is really representing a time for us to embark on a new phase that's ultimately going to send us down a new 28-day cycle of self-discovery and growth so we can continue to build the next 6 months ahead that will eventually build and restructure our futures, right? So our focus is going to come into harmony with our emotional space. And this is propelling us into seeking new depths of ourselves, right? Diving deep, going within. And while this new moon occurs in this innovative sign of Aquarius, it's also asking us to think outside the box when setting our intentions, right? So when you're doing this, think of it in an innovative way. Aquarius is an air sign, and it also holds that image of the water bearer. So this symbolizes the knowledge of the heavens being poured down onto the collective consciousness. So just kind of tapping in to that inner genius, listening to the divine within all of us, and paving our foundations that we seek to build on top of, right? Okay, so utilizing the energy to also do things such as like clear out mental clutter. That's something that will help us to invite new ways of thinking. This is also ideal under the influence of this moon. You can really sit in meditation during this new moon. You can do visualization as your ritual if you need to, all of those different things. Okay, so like I mentioned before, the sun and moon, they're in a connection, right? So the sun and moon are both inching closer to Saturn. And so it's adding to the characteristic of this energy. And, so it's going to be in this conjunction to Saturn, and Saturn, it always has a lesson or something, tangible for us to learn. It's always dishing out lessons and something telling us, hey, wait, you forgot this part, and it's Saturn for you. And so any intentions that are set at this time more than likely will require hard work, determination, discipline, a practical approach, and, uber focus, right, in order to really manifest it. So also consider that Uranus is finally direct in Taurus and is still squaring all of this energy in Aquarius. Now, it's not as tightly squared to Saturn as it has been in all of 2021. It's coming off of that square aspect, but we're still under some of that tense energy where we want to be free. We want to have some liberation and some, massive change. And it's just not seeming like it's happening. So we might really experience some restrictions, some frustrations, maybe even some conflict and ego challenges, right? With the sun being there, a challenge with our subconscious and our consciousness, and our ego, the ego, super ego kind of thing. And so, it's kind of like the devil on your shoulder talking to you, and the angel, how they did that in the cartoons back in the day. I'm dating myself right now. Anyway, so that is that. But we have to just kind of like be aware with this energy that we can possibly react impulsively, even when, we feel that our freedom or our sense of autonomy is being tested. But on a lighter note, this is really beautiful energy to work with, especially because we have a trine between Venus and Uranus is happening. And so this is resulting in positive changes, possibly within our finances, material possessions, partnerships too. So that is the very beginning of this new moon energy. So happy, blessed new moon to you all. Now on February the 3rd, we have Mercury stationing direct at 24 degrees in the sign of Capricorn. Mercury has been in retrograde since January 14th, and now it's finally moving forward in motion, stationing to go direct. It dipped back into Capricorn, coming from Aquarius, where we were kind of reviewing our genius and going through these things and coming up with these new ideas and these plans and whatnot. And we are finally at the end of this Mercury retrograde, and Mercury is, now in Capricorn, where it's like we're building our mental discipline. So our genius ideas are currently in the space of grounded expression, allowing us to solidify plans, and doing so with practicality, right? Because that Capricorn energy is about doing something that's practical. And with Mercury, it's like creating practical plans, practical thoughts. Is this really logical, right? And so when Mercury stations, it's going to be trine the moon and Neptune in Pisces. So this is creating calm and peace and alignment with our emotions, right? So it's going to be very pleasant kind of energy, although Mercury is receiving some significant influence from Pluto. This is kind of manifesting on a more rejuvenating kind of side of things instead of, the mental tower, the tower moment that could happen when with the conjunction with Pluto. So just keep in mind that we're now in this space of communicating clearly. Projects can move forward. We can launch those new ideas that we came up with, not at a haste kind of situation. Take your time with doing so, but Forward movement is here. Now, moving on to February the 4th, we have Mars, which is in Capricorn, and is exalted in Capricorn. It is sextile Jupiter, which is in Pisces. And so Mars is going to play a significant role in our confidence and our courageous spirit during this time. Okay, so when Mars is here in its exaltation, and there's this harmonious aspect between the warrior planet and the planet of abundance, we tend to feel more confident in the things that we are pursuing, right? And also confident in pursuing those opportunities that are presenting themselves right now, because that's what is destined to happen. We are going to be presented with opportunities, opportunities to expand, to create, to learn something, to speak our truth and stand in our own influence, right? So our enthusiastic demeanor and optimistic vibes is going to take us a long way today. That's the key ingredient in receiving all that we are ambitiously seeking, right? This influence is really like amplifying the ambitious nature in all of us. So it's really great for us to like indulge in connecting with other people, solidifying business deals, right? Because this is the truth, this is justice, all of those things. And, Mars is the warrior planet and it's in Capricorn. So it's great, great energy and favorable for business deals. Also, this is great for being recognized by someone in positions of power or authority, like a mentor or, something like that. Jupiter also represents our influence and our consciousness. So with our own influence, we must influence others with our knowledge and our wisdom, our experience. So that will also take you a long way today. Now, also on February the 4th, we have the sun making a conjunction to Saturn at 15 degrees in Aquarius. So sun and Saturn are conjunct on February 4th. And so we are focused and determined and ready to achieve. And Saturn gives us that discipline that we need to get the job done while remaining practical in ordering our steps, right? And the sun's influence really provides us that creative flair that we need to execute things in our dynamic way. Now, alternatively, what this energy can bring is that if anything in our life is out of order or needs restructuring, today is the day that comes to the light for us to adjust it. Now, using this influence to do deep cleaning, reorganizing like your office, your car, your home, your workspace, stuff like that, or even taking care of whatever responsibility you have is going to help us in long terms, right? So we must be aware that Saturn's strict influence on the sun, because we have to take care of responsibilities, and that's going to be on the forward thought of our minds, that this can really put a damper on our personality, or our vitality might be low, like we might kind of feel, a little depressed or bogged down with responsibility. But the idea is to be thorough, to be tenacious, and to be tactful in all things, okay, under this influence. All right. So that is all that I have. That's all that we have for this week. It's a very short week. And next week we will cover the energy for February 6th all the way through February 12th, which is, I believe, the weekend is Valentine's Day weekend, if you celebrate that. So as week 2 of February, and all of those good things. I hope you have a wonderful week ahead, and comment below. Let me know if you're feeling any of this energy. Let me know how your week was last week, with the last forecast that we gave and all that good stuff. I am working on, now here's an announcement. I am working on a United States Pluto return YouTube. I'm also working on the lunar nodes shifting YouTube video. Okay, like my household has been chaotic, I would say. But yeah, so I'm working on all of those things. And so those should be coming out very soon, and all that, better late than never, right? I know the nodes have recently shifted into Taurus and Scorpio, but they're going to be there for 18 months. We got time. So I will be working on that and putting that out. And the Pluto return, United States Pluto return, its first Pluto return. I'm working on that. Whew, that is something. So yeah, that's all I have. I hope you have a wonderful week. Thank you for tuning in. Bye.